No. What he said was that the person, for instance, yumkin. Yeah, mumkin. Yeah, mumkin say mumkin, yumkin.
Mumkin and zaid is the same.
Zaid, jaiz, la.
Is strong, right?
Jaiz is permissible. It's permissible. Jaiz. Oh, you say yujuzi, bima'ana it will be rewarded. Jaiz permissible, right? From the same word al-jaza, yujzi al-jaza, right? So here he mentioned hafidhahullah. Now if the salatul khawf, or qala ta'ala fi hali al-khawf, as the Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala mentioned in regard to the situation in khawf, situation of fear, وَإِذَا كُنْتَ فِيهِمْ فَأَقَمْتَ لَهُمُ الصَّلَاةَ فَلْيَقُمْ طَائِفَةٌ مِّنْهُمْ in Surah An-Nisa, and this was the verse 102. 102. So this is a proof as to show the takiri wujub al-salat al-jama'ah. This shows how well emphasized is the obligation of the salatul jama'ah, because that the salatul khawf, if it is an obligation, and being an obligation is to safeguard the obligation of the salatul jama'ah, in that salatul khawf, certain pillars of the salah is being taken out, and they have been excused for the person that doesn't do it. Tayyib, it's been excused for a person not doing it. So therefore, if those things that have been taken out for the salatul khawf, it is for the sake of maintaining the salatul jama'ah, that shows the importance and the obligation of the salatul jama'ah. You understand? Also, we mentioned about the issue in regard to the person that does not attend the salatul jama'ah. The issue of the person that does not attend the salatul jama'ah. And likewise about the issue of what is the minimal requirement for salatul jama'ah. What is the minimal required number for the salatul jama'ah? Shaykh Fawzaan hafidhahullah, he mentioned that in regard to not attending the salatul jama'ah, it falls into two situations. Right? The one that barakallah fikum does not attend the jama'ah based on or because of a valid reason. He got a valid reason why he did not attend the salatul jama'ah. Right? Li maradin aw khawf. Matar can fall into that. It can fall into having fear for, okay, I fear if I drive I might have a car accident. Or I fear that the road is not safe. It's like if it's snowing, right? You know, okay, it's not safe to be out there.
Also
marad, same thing, right? Because that goes along. Here the person is sick, right? Or because of if he walks under the rain, that can cause him to be sick. Some people, they're like that. Once their head touch the rain, touch their head, it's done. They're sick. Some people are like that, alhamdulillah. Or if they walk under the rain and they are soggy, right? And if they still wear those clothes for maybe an hour or two, you start seeing them shivering. Catching up with the sickness. So all of that, the darabul matar, and the falling of the rain, can also, barakallah fikum, can also be a part of that. Excuse me. So if the person, he does not attend the salatul jama'ah because of these two reasons, al-khawf wal-marad. So al-khawf wal-marad, everything else that you can bring will fall into those two. Al-khawf wal-marad. Right? Everything you're going to put in there will be placed in either or. Al-khawf wal-marad. Right? In being in stage fearing or having sickness. But yep. I say maybe one fear for his life or things like this. Right? So he mentioned, Hafidhahullah, that the first situation is a person that doesn't attend the Salatul Jama'ah because of khawf or of marad. So he got a valid excuse. He got a valid excuse. مكان البعيد من المسجد هذا ليس بعذر بارك الله فيك.
ليس عذر.
هذا باختيارك. Living far away from the masjid is your personal choice. من جبرك على هذا.
It's not an excuse.
It is not, because that's your choice. من جبرك على هذا. Who forced you to that? Nobody. Right?
Sometimes
So-
you can be living there before leaving the masjid.
No, but I'm saying, I understand that. But alhamdulillah, if there are masajid around it, alhamdulillah, I mean, but if this is the person's choice, right? Because alhamdulillah, yeah, I'm buying a house, or I'm renting an apartment, or I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And I think that for the believer, the first thing that he will take in consideration is what? How far is the masjid? How far is the masjid? That's the first thing that we all ask. How far is the masjid? I mean, if a person lives in an area where there is no masjid to pray, that itself is a big sickness. That itself is a big sickness. It's a big fitna, it's a big sickness. Alhamdulillah, though, we let's not take it granted that Allah Jalla ala allow us to come to the masjid every day, every night. That has a lot that alhamdulillah it release away from us. That has a lot that alhamdulillah, meaning a lot of things that it takes away from us. Meaning a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, a lot of this, a lot of that it takes away from us. Alhamdulillah, akhi, just seeing your brother, assalamu alaikum. How many times when you come to the masjid, a person will say assalamu alaikum? How many times? You just count. How many times a person will tell you barakallah fiqh when you're at the masjid? How many times a person will come, hayaka Allah, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu wa maghfiratuhu. He add that to you, for you. Right? This is a big loss if the person, barakallah fikum, doesn't attend the masjid. So alhamdulillah that Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala aid us, that we are among those who, alhamdulillah, we attend the masjid. And barakallah, everybody that has an excuse, the same excuse that they have, all of us right here, we could use the same excuse. Don't you have a job? Don't you have a wife? I mean, I'm talking about him, right? Don't you have kids? Muhammad? Right. So this is the thing where people be using, at work. Akhi, you think the people at the masjid are on welfare? Or they waiting for the donation to come? Or they are from Ahlul Sufa, waiting for who's going to invite them for their next meal? No, it ain't not. It's not. They, alhamdulillah, working, man. Right? They have families too. They have kids. And this is not something that, barakallah, you tell the brother, akhi, where you been? Alhamdulillah, that's a good nasi, akhi, where you been? Oh, akhi, I've been, look, I got a job. Yo, who don't have no job? Right? Naam.
It could be part of the fiqh too, right?
I'm sorry?
But coming to the masjid could be part of the fiqh.
Oh, yeah, no, most definitely. It's from the tawfiq of Allah. That's why I say we should not take it as granted. It's the tawfiq of Allah Ta'ala. It's the tawfiq of Allah. This is why. Here in the adhan, ماذا نقول عند الجواب? What do we say in answering the adhan? When he say حي على الصلاة, what do we say? لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. That means that, listen, you come in, it is only by what? The might and the majesty, the might and the power of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. It's not something that you tap on your chest and say, I'm the man. But rather, it is only by the tawfiq of Allah. And alhamdulillah, we thank Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala for allowing us to come to the masjid. Alhamdulillah. I mean, it's a ni'mah from Allah we come to the masjid. It's a ni'mah from Allah that we make the masjid as the central point of our life. That's important. Now think about it. The Messenger alayhi salatu wasalam, when he came to Medina, he didn't have his own house. Until what? Until the place for the masjid was established. He didn't have his own house until the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was what? They tried to acquire the house of Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala. And they ask about the area, the land. Who owned the land? They say this is the orphan so and so and so. Alhamdulillah, this is how that they bought it from them, alhamdulillah. So therefore, that the masjid is, alhamdulillah, the center point of the life of the believer. And more so living in the lands of the disbelievers. More so living in the lands of the disbelievers, where you only encounter Muslim at the masjid. Right? You go to work, you might not meet no Muslim until you come back to the masjid. You go to Walmart, you can go to Walmart in Atlanta here. You can go to Walmart or Kroger, come back. You won't hear nobody say Salaam Alaikum. Right? So alhamdulillah for the tawfiq that Allah Jalla has granted us to be making the masjid as a place that, alhamdulillah, we cannot do without. We cannot do without. So the first hal was the person that abandoned the jama'ah, and he is doing it because of a valid reason. So such a person that has a valid reason for not coming to the Salatul Jama'ah, he has a valid reason. And those reasons were because of fear or marad or sickness. So even though he is attending the masjid, he will be rewarded for not attending the Jama'ah. Why? Because of this hadith of the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Anybody remember the hadith? I'll take any language. Because of the hadith of the Messenger, we covered it.
Yes.
Huh? Go ahead, Abu Munir. Right. He was healthy and muqim, present, meaning not traveling. He was safe, meaning he was healthy, not safe, healthy. Right? Sahihan muqiman. Sahihan muqiman, meaning he was healthy and he was resident, meaning ghayru musafir. So the person, whatever he was doing at that time that he was healthy and present, meaning he was a resident, he was a traveler, that whenever he is sick or he is traveling, whatever he used to do, that Allah Jalla Ala will reward him of that. Allahu Akbar. Amma the second issue, which is the person he does not attend the Jama'ah, and this is not because of having a reason, a valid reason. The Qawlul Jumhur was what? What was the Qawlul Jumhur? What was the statement of the majority? A person, he does not attend the Jama'ah and he doesn't have no udhr and he doesn't have no valid excuse. What was the Qawlul Jumhur? What was the statement of the majority of the scholars? Hassan? Ahsanta, that is, Salah is what? Sahih. He say tusihhu aw tusahhu salatuhu. That his Salah is sahih, it is correct. But what? Huh? He is denying for himself a great amount of good. A great amount of good. Number one, the virtue that is in having the Salatul Jama'ah is 27 or 25. Right? Number two, it is the steps that he is missing out. Every steps that a person take, it is increase in your what? In your daraja, in your reward, and every other step also will be a reducing of his sins. So the person, he is going to miss out, alhamdulillah, unfortunately, those things. Right? So, No, they didn't mention about was he a fasik or not, but